Have you ever been in a tricky situation where someone publicly disrespects you? Maybe it was a sarcastic comment made in front of others, or an awkward joke that left you feeling undervalued or humiliated. In moments like these, have you wondered how to respond in a way that not only maintains your dignity but also earns respect, even from those who habitually undervalue others? If so, you're not alone. We've all faced situations like this. The remarkable thing is that you have more control over how you handle them than you might think. In this video, we'll explore some effective tips and psychological techniques inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. These strategies will help you navigate difficult moments with calm and composure while gaining respect from those around you. Stick with us as we uncover how to turn uncomfortable situations into opportunities to affirm your self-worth. Let's begin by understanding why these situations arise. Often, it's not because someone harbors hatred or a personal grudge against you. Instead, it's often opportunistic behavior, a way for certain individuals to elevate themselves by diminishing others. They believe that making you appear weak or uncomfortable will make them stand out. This kind of behavior is common not only in workplaces but also in social circles and even within families. Stoic philosophy teaches us that respect is not something you demand or impose. It's a reflection of how you conduct yourself and establish boundaries for your own self-worth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In situations like these, your calm and confidence are your most powerful tools. But beyond handling unpleasant moments, the bigger picture is about creating an environment where respect for you becomes a natural outcome. This means showing others that you know your value and won't be shaken by cheap remarks or undermining behavior. So, let's dive into these practical strategies inspired by Stoic principles and learn how to handle disrespect with grace and strength. Tip 1. First impressions matter. First impressions set the tone for how others perceive you. Surprisingly, it's often less about what you say and more about how you present yourself. Imagine this: you're at a networking event. Someone approaches, extends their hand for a greeting, but instead of standing up, you remain seated, offering only a quick glance at their hand before shaking it. This simple action unintentionally conveys a lack of confidence and signals that the interaction may not matter much to you. Small gestures like standing up and maintaining eye contact during a greeting carry significant weight. The Stoics understood this. They recognized that simple actions, like rising to greet someone, are not just polite but powerful expressions of confidence and self-awareness. When you stand to shake someone's hand, you subtly communicate equality, readiness, and mutual respect. This aligns with a key Stoic principle: how you present yourself reflects your values and shapes how others perceive you. Let me share a story. At a professional seminar, one individual stood out. Whether greeting a senior executive or thanking a waiter, they always stood up, maintained eye contact, and engaged fully. Their actions weren't flashy but left a lasting impression. In contrast, another attendee habitually stayed seated during introductions. Though equally capable, this minor habit made others unconsciously take them less seriously. This highlights a simple yet profound truth: standing up isn't just about courtesy, it's about valuing yourself and others. To apply this principle, start with everyday encounters. Whether you're meeting someone in the office, at a cafe, or even in a virtual meeting, be fully present. Stand up, maintain eye contact, and project confidence through your body language. These small gestures earn respect and underscore your inherent value, a reflection of Stoic principles in action. Remember, first impressions are about showcasing your confidence and respect for others. Rise to the occasion. Let your actions speak louder than words, and live intentionally. Tip 2. Handle interruptions with grace. When someone interrupts you during a conversation, especially in public, it can feel frustrating. But reacting sharply often escalates the situation. Instead, use Stoic principles to handle it with calmness and authority. A simple, steady gaze can speak volumes. Pause. Look directly at the interrupter with a calm yet focused expression, and let the silence communicate your message. This demonstrates confidence and subtly encourages the other person to reflect on their actions. For example, during a family dinner, I was sharing a story when a relative interrupted me. Instead of cutting them off, I stopped, looked at them calmly, and waited. The silence lasted only a few seconds but carried significant weight. They realized their mistake, corrected themselves, and allowed me to continue. This approach works particularly well in group settings. By staying composed, you naturally command attention without needing to raise your voice. When you do resume, a polite phrase like, "Let me pick up where I left off," asserts your right to speak while maintaining respect for everyone involved. This is Stoicism in action, using calmness and control to navigate challenging moments. Tip 3. Deflect humiliating jokes. If someone tries to humiliate you with a joke in a group setting, your response can shift the dynamic. Instead of reacting emotionally, remain calm and ask them to repeat the joke. This simple action often diminishes the joke's impact and highlights the inappropriateness of their behavior. I recall a casual meetup where a friend mocked me by retelling an embarrassing story. Instead of getting defensive, I smiled and calmly asked them to repeat it. The joke fell flat, and the group's laughter faded. This response maintained my dignity and subtly shifted the group's perspective. This strategy reflects a core Stoic principle: control your emotions and let your calmness speak for itself. By choosing not to react impulsively, you demonstrate inner strength and self-respect. Tip 4. Redirect provocations. When someone deliberately tries to provoke you, resist the urge to react defensively. Instead, use a psychological technique. Ask an unrelated question to shift the conversation. For instance, if someone makes a pointed remark about your career at a family gathering, you might respond with, "Does anyone know a good bakery nearby? I was thinking of picking something up for next time." This approach disrupts the negative energy and redirects attention to a neutral topic. It's a perfect example of practicing Stoic principles, focusing on what you can control and refusing to let external circumstances dictate your peace of mind. Tip 5. Walk away when necessary. Sometimes, the most powerful response to disrespect is to walk away. Stoic philosophy teaches us that respect is cultivated by knowing our own worth. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. It's a demonstration of strength. I recall a friend who left a toxic work environment where her efforts were constantly dismissed. She realized that staying wasn't worth sacrificing her self-respect. By choosing to leave, she found an environment where her value was recognized and celebrated. Walking away isn't about creating drama. It's about setting boundaries and affirming your worth. In conclusion, handling disrespect with grace and strength is about mastering your reactions and staying true to your values. Whether it's through small gestures, calm responses, or decisive actions, Stoic principles provide timeless guidance for navigating challenging moments. Remember, respect is earned not through aggression but through self-control and composure. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue growing together toward wisdom and resilience. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.